Hey guys, welcome back to Blind Strike Exotics. Today we have sort of an unboxing and an unveiling. These two snakes came in on different days, but they are for the same project, so I kind of figured that I would unveil and unbox them at the same time. So in one of the last videos I asked you guys what projects I should be getting into. I already knew I was getting into the Ultramalpides. I didn't have actually anything purchased yet, but I came across two really good steals or deals on them over the weekend. Now this snake here, I feel like it was a pretty big steal, assuming that it turns out to be Ultramal. So this is a bamboo pied. Let me bring her a little closer here. Probable Ultramal. Now the reason we say probable is, so this was produced by Vivid Pythons. They produced a female bamboo Ultramalpide a few years back, and she had these, I don't know if she'll stay still, I don't know if you can see the little yellow spot on her head. Bamboo pieds are very high white, very, very little pattern. They produced one that had these really pretty yellow spots, yellow patches going all the way down their back with like no outline. They were just kind of like yellow. This one is so high white, other than just that little patch right there on the head, that it's kind of hard to say for sure that it is a Ultramal and a bamboo pied and Ultramal, because it came from a double het pairing, so there's really no guarantee with it. Now, bamboo pieds are very high white, but the difference is a bamboo pied, typically the coloring on it, where it does have color, is like a grayish, like a dirty gray color. Very kind of pixelated looking almost. And this one has none of that. All of the color that it does have is like the typical kind of caramelly, yellowy, Ultramal color to it. So this girl was up for sale for quite a while, and I'm assuming it was kind of one of those things where, well, nobody can see the pattern, and seeing the pattern for a lot of these snakes is where the value in them comes. To me, I'm not buying snakes because they look pretty. I'm buying them because they have really nice genes. Now this girl's about 900 grams. If she does turn out to be Ultramal, which I'm assuming she is at this point, and pied and bamboo, then she is a genetic powerhouse in terms of making Ultramalpides. And paired with a Ultramal, let's call them Ultrapied, with an Ultrapied male going forward, everything's going to be Ultrapied, plus half of them roughly should be bamboo. And it'd be nice if I hit some of those bamboos with a little more pattern in them, because that's what sells. And these were the only two that I have seen for sale. They're both from Vivid Pythons, the one I bought and the one they sold a couple years back. So they're very rare. I think they're actually one of the few people actually breeding bamboo pieds in general, I think, too. So, I could take her and breed her to a pied male and make bamboo pieds that are het Ultramal, and, it's just, she has kind of like a double purpose. But the reason I'm showing her first is because I also got a hold of an Ultrapied male, a little hatchling, and I'll show him to you next and show you what an actual Ultrapied looks like. Alright, so this boy is, I don't know, maybe, I guess a month or so old, so he's a hatchling. I'm assuming they'll probably both be ready to breed around the same time, maybe this time next year. He's really cool looking. There aren't a whole lot of these being produced right now either, but they're just awesome color. Awesome color combo. Let's see if we, come on camera, focus. There you go. Look how cool that is. That is some cool color and cool patterning. These guys aren't very common right now. There aren't a ton of them out there. Maybe 4 or 5 at a time listed on Morph Market. But I have, obviously I like the Ultramals. I don't love it yet. I think there's a lot more to be done. I know JKR made, I think, a leopard blackhead Mojave Ultramal earlier in the summer that I believe sold already. That was awesome looking. So those are some genes I'd like to get in there into this, not necessarily the pieds, but at least into the Ultramel, kind of work with it a little more. But these Ultrapieds are just killer looking pieds just for kind of being just a double recessive with no other codom genes in there. I mean, look at the pattern on that. Look how broken up it is. Look how, I mean, the colors on it are very kind of caramelly and brown, and they're just really, really cool looking snakes. It's a really cool pattern, really cool colors. So, assuming that that female is a Ultramel as well, which I'm like 90% positive she is, that means that, you know, these guys have two things they can make when they're bred next year. More of him or more of her, and that's it, which is awesome because these guys sell pretty quick and they sell for a nice price. And if I get more medium to low white on any of the bamboos, the one that was out sold pretty quickly for a pretty high price too. So I figured I'd try to capitalize on that. But I'll definitely be looking for, you know, I have a bunch of pied females that I can breed him to. I'm going to be looking for some maybe double het females to breed him to so I could produce more Ultrapieds. But, you know, ultimately it's trying to get more genes into this. I'm curious to see if a Mojave Ultrapied is kind of patternless like a Mojave Pied. And I'm curious to see what it would do with the colors on these guys. That would be kind of a neat combo. Pinstripe would be neat. We've seen what bamboo does, and the bamboo pieds, I guess, kind of do the same thing as the Mojave pieds do, where the bamboo Ultrapieds, where it's just kind of no pattern, it's just yellow. If you've seen a Mojave pied as they grow up, they're kind of just have the gold splotches on them. They're really pretty snakes. So I'm assuming Mojave will do something similar to this. Hopefully it's more medium to low white instead of being high white like the bamboo pieds are, so that would be really neat to work into this project. But this guy looks really cool. I'm really happy about that. My pieds are kind of filling up fast, and yeah, I'm really excited about him. He's really cool looking. I'm kind of more excited about him than the female, even though technically the female is kind of the more prodigious of the two. But they're just really pretty snakes. These are honestly, just for being a plain pied, a double recessive with no other genes in there, I think he's probably one of the more striking animals that I have purchased recently, just for as plain as they are. Just a really pretty snake. Really cool looking. So that is the start of the Ultrapied project for me. Ultrapied male, bamboo, most likely Ultrapied female. You know, they're still going to be a ways off, just kind of like most of my other projects at this point, but hopefully by next year we're making some progress with them, and hopefully I can get some more genes into the Ultramel project that I have going on here. So that's it for today. Thank you guys for stopping by, and we'll see you next time.